Staring at herself in the mirror on the restroom door. Voices in her head that mirror what she's heard before.
Hey beautiful people, it's the girl Shakima. I just wanted to stop in for a quick video for you guys. I say quick, but we'll see how it kind of goes in this space. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today, BTW. I just wanted to provide us with a tool, seeing as we are effectively at the time that I'm filming this, we're in retrograde season, we're also in eclipse season, which means that we're having a lot of upgrades, we're having a lot of DNA activation, we're having a lot of genetic processing that is taking place, whether it be subconsciously or consciously for others. And I wanted to be able to provide us with a tool of awakening the Kundalini energy within ourselves on a conscious basis to assist us with navigating through the process of whatever may come up during the seasons and beyond, to help us to be able to get into a place of conscious awareness of what's actually taking place, so that we can make our decisions on how we either want to react or respond to the situations that we are faced with dealing with. That being said, I am going to be utilizing a methodology called Sahaja Yoga Meditation, and I'm going to be utilizing the process of opening the chakra, protecting yourself before you go into the chakra, go into meditation, utilizing a bandhan, and actually cleansing the chakra, which will be the extended aspect of this particular context of information, which you can find on my website, where I'll be able to take you through really deep meditation to be able to cleanse the different layers of your energy body, i.e. the chakras. Okay, and for the generic information, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to basically take you guys into unlocking the chakra, protecting yourself before going into meditation, and closing the chakra after meditation. So hopefully you guys are able to... Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there, guys. So hopefully you guys are able to kind of like stay with me throughout the process of this, and we can actually utilize this moving forward as we go into meditation. If you guys are interested in accessing the meditation aspects, like I mentioned, you can become a site member, or you can sign up for the monthly subscription aspect on my website to get access to this meditation and so much more. Okay, my love. So all of that awesomeness out of the way, stay tuned and let's go ahead and chop it up, guys. Right, guys, so we are going to be diving into pretty much just opening our chakras, right? And this is basically a technique or modality that was formulated by the founder of the Sahaja Yoga meditation technique, which is Sri Mataj. And she pretty much kind of, I'm going to put an image, I guess I'm going to take a photo and plug a photo of her into the actual video, so that you guys can actually get more familiar with the actual beautiful spirit that was able to provide us with the information on how to be able to utilize this. So even in her absence of her physical body, we still get the opportunity to let her knowledge live on through us, to be able to further assist us in this very complicated human journey that we're all having during this season. So all of that awesomeness out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. So the Kundalini energy is the life force energy, or is perceived to be the life force energy that lies dormant at the base of our spine, just between the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Now, when the Kundalini energy actually awakens, it moves in a spiral-like effect up the actual spine and back down the spine as well. The more often you actually utilize this modality and technique, the more connected you're actually able to get to your human, and the more connected you are able to get to your energy body. For myself personally, that's what I found. I am naturally an intuitive, so obviously I do have certain cheat sheets, if you will, which makes it a little bit easier for me to kind of obviously be connected to my avatar. But you guys can comment down below and let me know how you guys have effectively been able to utilize the information, how you found it, how it's actually worked for you guys. And yeah, if there's any additional information that you might sort of like have from your personal experience, feel free to comment down below. Okay, my loves? So going into all of the awesomeness of it, so we're going to go through the process being very intentional about unlocking all of the 8 different layers of the chakras. Okay, I know that we mainly speak about the 7 chakras, but we a lot of the times get disconnected from the nasal chakra throughout the process of speaking on these things, which is a very important chakra in itself. To be fair, I think about what a sperm cell, sorry to go off topic guys, would do without its ability to sniff, you know, where the actual egg is, to be able to go through a process of fertilizing the egg. That sperm would basically be navigating blind because it doesn't have eyes, you know, and it's ability to sniff and smell that actually directs the sperm to the egg. So there are so many things that we are able to create with our clairsentient abilities to be able to, I guess, smell what is in the atmosphere without actually being consciously aware. Unfortunately, it's like when we eat food with our nose, we eat senses, we eat other information, sorry, with our senses, with our spiritual senses, which is going to be one of the other videos that I'll be able to actually do for you guys, teaching a little bit more on that. So hang tight for that content, guys. But staying on topic for this particular video, we're going to open all 8 of the chakras, and we're going to go into a process of pretty much protecting ourselves before we go into meditation as well. And then we'll be able to actually close out the chakras. Okay, so what we do, starting with this particular methodology, obviously everything is intentional. You will start by the lower abdomen, so just by your pelvis, and we're going to go through a process of pretty much the whatever hand, because I like to sort of like teach this for myself personally, whatever hand is your dominant hand. I mean, whatever hand feels most comfortable to you. I go through the process of unlocking my chakras utilizing my right hand because that's my dominant hand, to be able to move through the layers of my chakras and unravel, opening the chakras. As I start to go deeper into the process, it will all make sense, fingers crossed. But you would start at the base of the spine in correlation with that, so just by the lower pelvis, and you are going to pretty much unlock the chakras, like I mentioned, by intent. So you start here and you put the dominant hand before the hand that you're going to be moving up the actual layers of the chakras with. So that hand is staying still and slowly moving up the chakras. And once you actually get to a place where you are at the crown chakra, just above your head, you would unwrap your chakra and open with intent. You do that for each and every single one of the chakras. So we've just unlocked the root chakra because that is the first chakra. Now we would come again at the base of the spine, starting from where the chakras actually are within the human body, and you would go through the process again. Now this time we are moving up the chakras, attempting to unlock the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. And this is where, you know, all source of our creativity sort of stems from. So now we're at the top of the head, and we would do 1 and 2. So you are unlocking the chakra, untying the bows, I guess, that kind of keeps you intact, if you will, energetically. And a lot of the times, sometimes those bows, we're going to go into the solar plexus, but just keep with me whilst I kind of give you guys a bit of information. So sometimes some of those bows aren't necessarily closed out appropriately, or it's not closed and sealed with a certain intent, and we go through a process of actually letting a lot of toxicity and a lot of negative waters overflow from one chakra over into the other, affecting a lot of our relationships. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've now opened the solar plexus chakra. Now we're going to go ahead and open the heart chakra. So we're moving now into the emotional body, guys. The emotional body actually consists of the solar plexus, the heart chakra, and the throat chakra. So these are the 3 chakras that are responsible for expressing our emotions. Our solar plexus allows us to be able to do or act accordingly to our emotional body. The heart is obviously where our emotions are able to store themselves and reflect themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the heart chakra open. And keeping with me, guys, the throat chakra is where we're able to verbally express some of our emotional concerns and worries, and also our joys, and speaking positively of our experiences as well, because not every emotion is a negative experience. So let's keep in check with that. So we're going to sort of open the fifth chakra once we get above the crown, which is the throat chakra. So we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. Now we come back down and move into the nasal chakra, which is actually very much connected to our ability to actually speak on certain things. So again, sometimes what we smell, sometimes we can smell bullshit. Okay, guys, sometimes we just smell that something just isn't right in the air, and sometimes we want to be able to vocalize it. Again, this is why I find that the nasal chakra, we need to put some respect on the nasal chakra, guys, because the nasal chakra actually does work. Okay, it does work for us whether we know it consciously or subconsciously. So we're going to go ahead and unlock the sixth chakra, which is actually the nasal chakra, and work our way up and into actually unlocking that. Okay, so now that we're above the crown, we're going to go ahead and unlock the nasal chakra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now that we've unlocked the actual nasal chakra, the sixth chakra that generally tends to go unnoticed, let's go ahead and unlock the seventh chakra, which is the third eye. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go and unwrap the different aspects of the energy body. I don't know how this feels for you guys, but I'm very intentional with what I'm doing, and I can actually feel the unwrapping sort of taking place as I'm moving my way up the energy body. And now that we're above the crown, we're going to go into the seventh chakra, the third eye. So second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Okay, so now we're actually going to go ahead and open the final chakra, which is the crown chakra, that we're going to be working on as we go into meditation for today. Before we go into meditation, we are obviously going to do a bandhan to be able to protect our space before we go ahead and chop it up internally, dive deep into our inner universe, guys. So here we are at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So by the time you go and unlock your crown chakra, I'm sort of like scintillated, guys, because now my crown is like actually open. I can feel like the open energy in my halo, if you will, my energetic halo. And I can feel that now I'm open and receptive to communication from the ethereal realms. There's the opportunity for downloads to basically come in and through my dome. So that's actually one of the ways that you can tell that your crown chakra is open. You'll be able to kind of like feel this cool air or cool breeze literally as you open the crown chakra, and allow for yourself to be able to really let the creative senses flow through you. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to do a bandhan to be able to protect us whilst we're actually in the space of meditation, clearly communicating with our human and our higher self and our guides and our spiritual community, the ascended masters, everything, every single atom in the awakened reality that we're living in this multiverse. Okay, so stick around and hang tight for that aspect. Right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and do the bandhan to be able to protect ourselves, which is very important in meditation, because going within, we can sort of like face our own inner demons whilst we go in there, and sometimes we can get a little bit lost in our neurological sort of like circuits, so we can get lost in our minds basically and fall into the dark night of the soul as it's considered, and yeah, we could just fall into an abyss of darkness. So this is why bandhans are actually very, very important. So in order to be able to sort of like go through the process again, you place your left palm up on your left hand, on your left knee, and you both palms are essentially up. So you would do a semi-circle all the way over your head. We're going to do it 8 times. Obviously, Sri Mataj taught 7 because we focus on the 7 main chakras. But again, I've mentioned we're putting some respect on the nasal chakra because it does a very, very significant aspect or part of the process for assisting our human spiritual senses. Okay, so what we do is essentially, once we've got the noise stopped, we're going to go ahead and go in a semicircle over the head. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, that's 7, and that's 8. All the way done with all 8 of the different chakras. So now we are ready to go into meditation. Now we are ready to be able to move into a deeper awareness of self. We have opened the chakras, we have protected the chakras whilst we're in the chakras to be able to go through our, I guess, intimate connection with self. And now we are going to go ahead and dive into some meditation from here. So hang tight for that, guys. This is going to be the extended aspect of the video. And then once I've actually finished up with the meditation, I'll be back with closing out the chakras for you guys. So hang tight for that awesomeness. Okay, my loves? Stick with me.
They said to hold her back, they never seem to leave her head and tend to keep her mind at war. All the things they said to hold